Good morning, students. Welcome to Computer Online Class. I am Aman Shahid, and today we are going to continue chapter number 7, that is Move with Scratch. So, students, today we will cover the following topics: starting a project, cat dance, repeat, cat speak, change effect, press a key. So, let's quickly start. So students, all of you take out page number 8 to 82, and the first topic on this page is starting a project. To start a project, point 1, select the sprite. Here the current sprite is cat, sprite 1. By default it is located in the center of the screen. Point 2, to create a script, simply drag the block from the blocks palette to the sprite area. Point 3, to run the script, click the block and observe the changes on the screen. So students, as I have told you earlier, that whenever you will open the Scratch program, what will happen? You will find a cat on the stage, in the center of the stage. It is by default by the software. Okay, now if you want to create a script, what you have to do? You just have to simply drag the blocks, and from where you have to drag? You have to drag from the block palette to the sprite area. Okay, now the third point, so to run the script, what you have to do? You have to just click on the block and you have to see the changes on the screen. You have to observe these changes. Now the next topic is using move block. Select the motion category in the block descriptions. Drag the move block from the blocks palette to the script area. Click the block, it moves the cat sprite by 10 steps to the right. Students, if you want your sprite to move, what you have to do? First of all, you have to select the motion category, and where you will find it? You will find it in the block descriptions. Then what you have to do? You have to drag the move block from the block palette to the script area. Okay, as you can see in this picture, it is written move 10 steps. So what will happen? Your sprite will move 10 steps. So students, as you can see in this figure 7.12, drag the block in the script area. So as we have dragged the move 10 step block in the script area, so what will happen? Our cat will move 10 steps towards the right side. And why it will move toward the right side? As you can see in this figure that the blue line is towards the right side. So our cat will move towards the right side. Okay, in a block you can edit the number in the text by simply clicking in the text box and typing a new number. So students, what you can do, as it is shown in figure 7.12, that the number is written 10, move 10 steps. So if you will click on this 10, what will happen? You can simply type the number, desired step that you want your sprite to move. Now the next topic is using turn block. Drag the turn block from the blocks palette on the script area. It turns the sprite by the specified number of degrees. So students, now if you want to turn your sprite, what you have to do? You have to drag the block from the block palette on the script area, but this time you have to drag turn block. Okay, so what will happen? Your sprite will turn. So students, as you can see in figure 7.13, we have given the command turn 15 degrees. So our sprite will turn 15 degree. Now the next topic is using sound category. Select the sound category in the block descriptions. The sound block will appear in the block palette. Drag the play drum block to the script area. Click the block to run it. You will hear the drum sound. So students, if you want to add sound, what you have to do? In the block description, you have to select the sound category. Then it will provide you lots of features, lots of sounds. What you have to do? You have to drag the play drum block to the script area, and then what will happen? You will hear the sounds of the drum if you will click on this. Okay, so students, as you can see in figure 7.14, sound block description, this is how the sound block description look. These are the features that are there, but this time we are using the play drum. Okay, so if you will click on this, if you will drag it in the script area, you will hear the sound of the drums. Okay, now the next topic is using sounds tab. The sound tab is used to add sound to the sprite. click the cat sprite in the sprite list and then click the sound tab. So students, if you want to add sound, what you have to do, you have to click on the sound tab. Okay, first of all, what you have to do, you have to click on the cat sprite in the sprite list and then you have to click on the sound tab. Okay, the sound area appears. You will hear the default sound of the sprite, which is meow. The number below the name indicates its duration. This is shown in hours, minutes, second format. Indicates that meow sound will be play for 1 second. So students, when the sound area appear, there is a default sound which is already given to your sprite, which is meow. Okay, so students, there is one more feature which is called duration. If you want, you can adjust the duration according to your wish. If you want it to last for hours, minutes, seconds, you can adjust it in the duration part. Okay, now the first point is click the play button to hear the sound. So students, if you want to hear the sound, you have to click on the play button. Now the second point, click the pause button to stop the sound. So if you want to stop the sound, you have to click on the pause button. Now the third point, click the delete button to delete the sound from the list. So if you want to delete the sound, you have to click on the delete button to delete the sound from the list. There are two ways to add a new sound. You may either import it from the sound library or record your own sound. So students, see figure 7.16 for this sound tab of cat sprite. So students, if you are already having a sound that you want to insert, so what you have to do, you can easily import it from your sound library. Or if you want to record your sound, then this software provide you this feature also, that you can easily record your sound. Okay, and students, as I have told you just now about the play button, pause button and the delete button, this is how the play button, pause button and delete button look. Okay, now the next topic is cat dance. Let us make the cat sprite dance by moving forward and backward. So student, you can make your cat sprite dance also, and how? By moving it forward and backward. Let's see how. Let's see the points. Okay, so the first point is select the cat sprite. So the very first point is that you have to select the cat sprite. If you will forget to select the cat sprite, nothing is going to happen. All these 7 steps will not going to happen. First of all, you have to select the cat sprite. Now point number 2, select the motion category in the block descriptions. So students, in the block description there is option available, that is motion category. Then you have to select it. Okay, after selecting the cat sprite, drag the move and turn block from the block palette to the script area. Then what you have to do, you have to drag these two options, these two blocks. Okay, move block and turn block. And where you have to drag it, you have to drag it from the block palette to the script area. As you can see in figure 7.17, this is how the move block look, move 10 steps. This is how the turn block look. Okay, turn 15 degree. Now let's see point number 4. Again drag and add the turn and move blocks. In the second move block, click within the text box and type the minus sign. See figure 7.18 for this. So students, what we have to do now is that from the block palette we have to drag the turn block first and then the move block this time. Okay, and students, what you have to do, you have to click on the text box. Which is the text box? So see figure 7.18, there is a purple box. In this there is a white square box in which numbers are written. So this is the text box. Okay, what you have to type, you have to put the minus sign in front of 10. So what will happen, our cat sprite will move backward with this. Okay, let's see point number 5. Select the sound category in the block descriptions, drag the play drum block and snap it at proper location. See figure 7.19 for this. So students, in the block description, this time you have to select the sound category, and from that you have to drag the play drum blocks and you have to fix it at the proper locations wherever you want. So they have fixed it at block number 3. You can see the play drum, it is written there in the pink color, and they have fixed it at block number 6 also. Okay, you can see that there is a pink line at the bottom and at block number 3. Okay, now let's see point number 6. Choose a different drum from the drop down menu. Point number 7, the script area will now appear as shown in figure 7.21. So students, let's see figure 7.20 first. So students, if you want to select a different drum, what you have to do, you have to click on the drop down menu. So students, I have told you earlier also in the previous chapter about the drop down menu. It is the small triangle box in front of the number, so you have to click on that. Okay, this small arrow is called drop down menu. Okay, so if you will click on this, they will provide you a list of different types of drums. You can select any one from this. Okay, now see figure 7.21. So students, this is how the script area will look. Okay, now let's see point number 8. Click the blocks to run the programming code. The cat sprite will move forward by 10 steps and then turn right by 15 degree. After that you will hear the drum sound. Then the cat sprite will turn by 15 degree and move backward by 10 steps. After this you will again hear the drum sound. So students, you can see in figure 7.21 the first command is move 10 steps. So the cat will move 10 steps forward, then it will turn 15 degree. Then the play drum sound will then you will hear the play drum sound. Then again the cat will move backward 15 degree. Then the cat sprite will move 10 steps backward and then you will hear the sound of the drums. Okay, so you can see the steps that are written in the figure 7.21. This is how we have set all the blocks. So this is how our program will run. Okay, now the next topic is repeat. Would you like to make the cat repeat its dance moves? Use the repeat block to make the cat continue to dance. Point number 1. Select the control category in block descriptions. So students, if you want your cat to carry on with the dance, what you have to do, you can put a repeat loop on this. Okay, so let's see the steps for this. So the first step is that in the block description there is one more category, that is control category. So you have to click on the control category. Okay, now point number 2, drag the repeat block and drop it at the top of the programming code. So where you have to drop it, you have to drop it at the top of the programming code. And what are our programming code? As you have seen in figure 7.21, all these six blocks, these are our programming code. So you have to drag this block, this control category, and you have to fix it at the top of our programming code. It will wrap around the entire code. So student, it will cover our all the programming code. It will wrap it. Okay, so students, let's see figure 7.22 for this repeat block. So students, this is how our programming code will look. As you can see in purple and pink color, and and in the yellow color, this is how you have to place the repeat blocks, okay, on top of our programming code. So if you will put it on the top of our programming code, what will happen? It will wrap it till the end. Okay, let's see point number 3. You can change the number that indicate how many times it repeats. See figure 7.23 for this. So students, as you can see in yellow color, there is a white box. So you in this text box, what you can do, you can type the desired number that you want your cat sprite to move the steps. Okay, to repeat the steps. Okay, let's see point number 4. Click the block to run it. Then what you have to do, you have to click on the block to run the program. Okay, now the next topic is cat speak. Let us make the cat sprite say I like dancing before it dance. So students, we can make our cat sprite speak also. Okay, and here the sentence that we are choosing is I like dancing. Okay, now the point number 1, select looks in block description. So students, again you have to go in the block description and this time you have to select looks. Okay, now point number 2, drag the say block and snap it at the top. So students, what you have to do, you have to drag the say block, okay, and you have to fix it at the top. Okay, let's see figure 7.24 for this. So students, when you will drag the say block, this is how it will look on our programming code. Say hello for 2 seconds. So there are 2 white blocks in this, one triangle and one square. So it is automatically by default by the program, it will show hello and for 2 seconds. So you can edit this also. Okay, let's move further. Let's see point number 3. click inside the text box and type I like dancing. So students, this is the text box, the first text box. In this you have to type I like dancing. Okay, now let's see point number 4. Run the block by clicking it. And how you can run the block? You have to click over it. Okay, there is another way to run a block using the green flag. So student, there is another way to run the blocks, and how you can do this with the help of green flag. Let's see how. So step number 1, click the control category in the block description. So students, in the block description, this time you have to click on the control category. Now point number 2, drag the when flag clicked block and snap it at the top. So student, this time you have to drag the when flag clicked. Okay, this is this block, you have to drag it and you have to snap it at the top. You have to fix it at the top of the top of our programming code. Let's see figure 7.26 for this. So students, after dragging the when flag clicked block, this is how it will look on our programming code. You can see in this yellow color. Okay, now let's move further. Point number 3, click the green flag to run the programming code. So student, you have to click on the green flag that is over the top of our programming code. You have to click on this and to run our programming code. Now point number 4, click the stop button to stop the execution of the programming code. So students, you have to click on the stop button if you want to stop the programming code. Okay. Now the next topic is change effect. With the help of the change effect block, you can change the color, brightness, etc. of a sprite. Let us change the color of the cat here. So students, there is one more feature in which what you can do, you can change the color, brightness, etc. of your cat sprite. Let's see how. The point number 1, select the looks category in the block description. So student, in the block description, this time you have to select the look category. Drag the change effect block in the script area. Then what you have to drag, you have to drag the change effect block in the script area. As you can see in figure 7.27 for this is how our script area will look, and we have dragged the change effect. Okay. Point number 3, run the block 10 times by clicking it. Point number 4, you will find that cat sprite changes its color. Let's see figure 7.28 for this. So students, this is how these two colors are available. The first one is blue and the second one is red. Okay. Let's move further. Now the next topic is press a key. You can program a sprite to do something or get something done on it by using the when key pressed block. Let us change the color of the cat sprite here by pressing the spacebar key. So students, if you want your cat sprite to do something by pressing the key, so this option is also available here. Let's see how. So the point number 1 is click the control category in the block description. So students, from the block description, you have to click on the control category. Now point number 2, drag the when key pressed block in the script area and snap it at the top. So students, what you have to do, you have to drag the when key pressed block in the script area and you have to fix it at the top. Let's see figure 7.29 for this. So students, this is how the when key pressed block look. You can see in the yellow color here. Okay, and you have to fix it on the top. Okay, now let's move further. Let's see point number 3. Press the spacebar key to change the color of the cat sprite. So student, whenever you will click on the spacebar key, your cat sprite will change the color. Okay, now let's see point number 4. You can choose another key by the drop down arrow in the block and selecting the key. Let's see figure 7.30 for this. So students, what you can do is that here is one more special feature, that in the drop down menu arrow, what you can do, if you want to press any other key to that you want your cat sprite to change the color, so what you can do, you can choose any key. There is a list of all the keys provided here in the drop down menu arrow. So you can choose any key, the up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow, space, or if you want, you can choose any alphabet key also. Okay, so what will happen, that whenever you will click on the key that you have selected, so the cat sprite will change the color. Okay. Now the next topic is saving a project. To save a Scratch project, click the save button on the toolbar. So student, on the toolbar there is a option available there, that is save button. If you will click on this, you can save the program. Or click the file option on the toolbar. The file menu appear. What you have to do, you have to click on the file option. A file menu will appear on your screen. Select the save or save as option. There are two options there, save or save as. You can click any of the option. Okay, the save project dialog box appear. Then the save dialog box will appear, save project dialog box will appear. What you have to do, select the folder or file. Then you have to give directions that where you want to select this program, in which folder, in which file. And after doing that, what you have to do, you have to click OK. Okay, after clicking on OK, your project will save. Okay, now the next topic is opening an existing project. To open an existing project, click the file menu and select the open option. So students, if you want to open an existing project, the project that you have already created and it is already there in your laptops or computers, what you have to do, you have to click on the file menu. Okay, and there you have to select the open option. The open project dialog box appear. Then a dialog box will appear on your screen and it is open project dialog box. Okay, select the drive, folder or file, click OK. So students, then you have to select the drive, folder or file in which the program is there, in which the project is there. And after selecting that, what you have to do, you have to click OK. Okay, and when you will click OK, then your project will open on your screen. Okay, next topic is exit from Scratch. To close the Scratch program, click the quit option from the file menu. So student, in the file menu there is an option to quit the program. You have to click on that to close the Scratch program. Okay, so students, with this we have completed this chapter number 7. So this is for today. Bye bye, see you in the next class.